A lot of us have resolutions heading into 2021, things we really want to accomplish, whether it's completely in our control, like using code CHIKEN Chicken in the Brawl Stars shop, or something that's a little more daring, like getting a rank 35 in Brawl Stars. Either way, a lot of us have major goals heading into this new year, and I'm no different. I want to get a rank 35 brawler, and not just any rank 35 brawler. I want to get either Crow or Spike, most likely Crow, to rank 35. Now I know what you're saying.
Hey Chicken, Crow's kinda bad and hard to push right now, just look at the leaderboards.
Okay.
Hey Chicken, you're also kinda bad at the game, man.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Hey Chicken, when you push trophies, you go up against better players, and you're not very good, so that means you're gonna lose.
I get it, dude, but I want to get rank 35 Crow. That's just it. The plan currently is to ask around and see if any of my friends are able to help me push in Duo Showdown, maybe like 100 to 200 trophies at a time, and then after a few weeks, we'll probably have them close to, if not over 1,000 trophies or so, and we can really get serious about it. So that about covers my resolutions for 2021, but what about my wish list for 2021? What do I want to see from Brawl Stars as a whole for this entire year? For starters, obviously goes hand in hand with my resolution to get Crow to rank 25. That would be a Crow buff of some kind. I think Crow is really just one minor balance change away from being overpowered again, because he's got this kind of fine line between being underpowered and overpowered relative to the meta, and it's really easy for them to just overshoot it a little bit with a balance change and just make him overpowered as he gets again. It's been a while, but I think it's possible that we actually see a Crow buff this year at some point, and maybe he becomes a meta relevant beast in not just Duo and Solo Showdown, but in 3v3 modes yet again. So yeah, starting out my wish list, a Crow buff sometime in 2021 would be really nice. But I also want to dig into some bigger things that I want Brawl Stars to do in 2021, and I've got about 3 of them that I think are pretty important. I want more Starr Park. Obviously, it was amazing when it first came around, when WKBRL started, when they started dropping all of these different Easter eggs throughout all the teasers, in-game, out-of-game, social media, and otherwise. It has been incredible to follow, and I just want more. We already know a lot about the lore of Brawl Stars, a lot about Starr Park, but there are a lot of unanswered questions as well, and we don't really have a conclusion to the story either, which I'm hoping is something we see sometime in 2021. So as far as the lore of Brawl Stars goes, I definitely want more. I think that the 2020 experience that we got with it was incredible, and I think that they could expand on it a lot more in-game and out-of-game, and I just can't wait to see what they do next. I mean, the WKBRL stream is still going on. Doesn't get nearly as many viewers as it did when everything was all changing all the time and we were getting clips constantly, but there are still people on it that are monitoring it, hopefully, you know, gonna be getting some transmissions at some point in the future. So, you know, we'll see at some point if that does happen, but until that day, which hopefully is this year, we're just waiting. Next up, I think it's really important we get some type of activity to do with clubs. I think Club Wars could be that activity, absolutely. Obviously, in the past, the Brawl Stars team has talked about the issues they've had. You know, they want to put out Club Wars. They want to make that happen. They want that to be a mainstay feature in the game, but the fact of the matter is they haven't figured out the best way to implement it, and they've heard a lot of ideas and they've talked internally for a long time, but they just haven't figured out exactly how they want to do it yet. And they may have, you know, made strides in this over time that we just haven't heard about yet, and it may be something we see in 2021. It very well could be, but even if it isn't coming in 2021, I want some other reason to be in a club. Right now, there really isn't much of one other than getting groups together and talking with your friends sometimes, and you can do that on Discord. So I really don't see a lot of a reason for clubs to even exist in their current state, but there will be collaborative features at some point, I have no doubt, and I think 2021 is going to be the year that we do see that. The biggest thing I want to see in 2021, again, that's only 3 major things on my wish list, which is to say that the Brawl Stars team has given me some really amazing things throughout 2020 that I personally enjoy, and the community some amazing things throughout 2020 that they enjoy a lot as well. Map Maker was amazing, the Brawler releases were amazing, esports in general was amazing, the streams, the championship challenge, just so many things, WKBRL, the theories and everything that came with it. there's a lot to go along with Brawl Stars in 2020, and I think that really whatever they come up with is going to be amazing. But as far as my wish list is concerned, I have to end it on esports. Now, I think Brawl Stars esports is incredible as it currently exists. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. It's a great viewing experience. They figured out a way to streamline matches, which is very important, was a major issue during beta tournaments and forward up until, I guess, last year, to be completely honest, because I think that they had that issue a lot in 2018, 2019, and then 2020, it just seems like that kind of vanished and they were able to really streamline things for those live streams, and that's really cool. And this isn't to say that I think there's anything wrong with esports as it is. Actually, the exact opposite. I think that the viewing experience is amazing. Everything they've done so far to make it streamlined and make it better has been phenomenal, and I really think that they've done the best that they can with it, to the point that it is just a great viewing experience for pretty much anyone that enjoys Brawl Stars as a whole. And with that said, I just want more people involved with the process. I want there to be more of a focus on esports in-game. I want whenever a tournament's going on for there to be an overwhelming ping that you see as soon as you open up the app. I know Worlds did that. I know other championship challenge tournaments and things like that, the monthly finals, that they did that as well. I just want more people involved in the process, and I don't really know how they're going to accomplish that, but as many people as possible need to see what they've managed to come up with over the past couple years as Brawl Stars has gone from beta to global to then being the staying power of a massive game that it is. I really think that the esports is an incredible experience viewing and playing, and I really want more people to be involved, because there just aren't enough players that are aware of how good it really is at this point. Even with an event that had people playing long distances with issues with ping, making it so they had major amounts of lag that was one-sided, they still made a great viewing experience, and there were still some really great matches in Worlds this year. And even without that in mind, because, you know, the monthly finals are regional based, that's really cool, and that's going to mean some really intense close matches as you get to these finals and the semifinals and the quarterfinals. Basically the top 8, the top 16, the top 32, all those matches are going to be covered live on stream, and they're going to be really fun to watch. And I think that if more people were aware of how fun they are to watch, that more people would continue to be involved in Brawl Stars esports. And again, I don't know how they're going to accomplish that, but I really hope they do, because I think that that's the next big thing for this game. It's just like League of Legends. A lot of people got really into the game because it was fun. It was a MOBA. It was something different that they hadn't played before, and everybody else was playing it, so they decided to give it a shot. And then eventually people got really involved in the competitive side of things, and it just continued to explode until major players, major sponsors, major organizations in general were getting in on it. And I think that this has the same type of potential, and I can't wait to see how they continue to push people towards that. So yeah, that about covers my wish list and my resolutions for Brawl Stars in 2021. I definitely would love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below, so let me know. Be sure to subscribe for more Brawl Stars content in the future. Use code CHIKEN Chicken in the Brawl Stars shop, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, have a fantastic day. Peace.